Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm telling you guys about a very important subject, which is how to become a morning person. So this is probably one of the most asked questions on my Instagram. On my Instagram, I do put a lot of stories up of my daily life. So I always put up when I'm going to gym in the morning. I do get the question all the time, how do you get up so early? How do you become a morning person? So I wanted to address it because you may be surprised, but I haven't always been a morning person. Let's take it back to when I first started university, straight out of high school. I was probably getting up, you know, like to go to university around 7:30. I would like leave everything to the last minute. I was very unorganized. I sort of had to become a morning person because I then got a corporate job. And I remember my first corporate job was I had to start around 8:30. So I then had to get up a tiny bit earlier. And then recently my last job as a law grad, my starting time was 7:30. So I end up having to get up around 4:20, 4:30 because I always gym before work because otherwise it just never happens for me personally. Now I don't have a starting time, but I still get up at 5:30 because honestly, for me, becoming a morning person and waking up early has been one of the greatest things I ever did. I am so much more productive and organized and honestly, all-round better human when I get up early and do my morning routine because I just find it just sets the whole tone for the day. So I want to tell you guys 5 steps on how to become a morning person because I haven't always been a morning person. I definitely know a couple of things and went through a process myself. So my first step is to create a night routine, go to bed early and get good sleep. This may be pretty obvious, but obviously if you're getting up earlier, you need to go to bed earlier. For me, I have always been the person where my brain works so much better in the morning rather than night. So I make it a priority to make sure I'm going to bed at a reasonable hour so I can get up early. I always get around 7 to 8 hours. I usually try and go to bed around 9:30 and I get up at 5:20 and that works well for me. One of the best things I ever did was create a nighttime routine. So personally, I found it really good to create basically like a wind down hour. I will like stop watching TV, get off technology an hour before I'm supposed to go to bed. Sometimes the phone creeps in, let's be honest, but I will make it a priority to, usually I'm downstairs or in my office, so I will go into the bedroom. I will do things like brush my teeth, get in my pajamas, put my oils on. I like do this whole nighttime process. Put my magnesium on, that's something new I've been doing lately to help me sleep and it's been working well. Then also half an hour before I'm supposed to go to sleep, I put the phone down. I find if I'm on my phone and then I go straight to sleep, I'm not always getting the best sleep. The first tip is create a nighttime routine and make sure you're going to bed at a time that gets you, you know, those 7 to 9 hours sleep, whatever you feel your body needs. Otherwise, if you're not getting enough sleep, like that's going to be your first problem. My second tip is to start slowly. So I remember back in the day when I was getting up around 7:30 and then me and my friend decided to do this like fitness challenge, and it was something like I had to get up at 5 a.m. to fit in this like workout. I remember going from waking up at 7:30 to waking up at 5 a.m., which is like 2.5 hours. And I did it for maybe 2 weeks. Got to the point where my body was like, I'm just so confused. What is happening? I can't do this. And I was so tired all the time. Like it was such a shock to my body that I ended up just stopping it and reverting back to waking up at 7:30. My biggest thing and what I had to do now looking back over the years is, for example, if you're waking up at the moment now at 7:30 and you want to start waking up, you know, at 5, don't just cut the 2 hours. Like obviously if you're going to bed early it helps, but your body is in routine where it's used to waking up at 7:30, and then if you now wake up at 5 a.m. it is just like so shocked and you probably can't keep it up. So I recommend if you want a certain time to get there by going down probably 20 minutes to half an hour every week. So it may take you a month or so to get to your ideal time, but just half an hour earlier so your body isn't so shocked. And I was finding by the end of the day, I just had no energy, whereas now I just don't have that problem. My third step is to get moving in the morning. For me, my biggest difference in becoming a morning person was definitely working out in the morning. I never used to. For me, I wake up, I have the most willpower in the morning. If I leave my workout to the afternoon, it honestly just doesn't happen. It's just me, and I know that, so that's why I always work out in the morning. Also, I feel like when you wake up and you work out, you get these endorphins, you feel good, it starts your digestive system, everything happens. And me, compared to before I work out to after I work out, I'm a completely different person. It's honestly what makes me a morning person. And it does get to the point where you do get used to working out in the morning, and if you're like me, you'll get addicted to it and you won't want to do anything else. For me, working out in the morning, it really sets up my day in regards to being healthy. So I notice my food choices. If you already worked out in the morning, I personally am that sort of person in the mindset of, oh no, I wouldn't eat something bad because, you know, I've already worked out in the morning, I'm on a good track. Also, it doesn't have to be like this crazy HIIT session or weights. It can be just like getting up and walking, like moving your body. My next tip is to make a routine out of your morning, and that is obviously a really big part of becoming a morning person. So I remember when I first realized I had to start at 7:30, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get or do anything within this time period. And eventually I just kept tweaking my mornings, adding things in, trying different things until it got to the point where everything worked together. I knew exactly what I was doing at every single like interval from 4:30 till 6:50 when I had to leave my house, and I was just so in routine that it just worked so well. Making sure you're going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, doing similar things so your body can adjust, and you'll find that it gets so much easier when you do create this routine. Instead of feeling like you have to get up at a certain time or do something, it will just be routine and it will be easy. Also, something I noticed really big difference is your routine during the week, especially like sleeping wise, shouldn't be too different to the weekend. So if you are waking up at 5 a.m. during the week and then you're not waking up till 11 a.m. on the weekend, you can see how your body would find it hard to get back into routine. For me personally, so I wake up at like 5:20, 5:30 during the week, and then on the weekend I don't really sleep past 7 a.m. Obviously a bit of lead time because it is the weekend, I'm probably staying up a bit later, but I still don't like to get too far out of routine. So my last and final step to becoming a morning person is to find something positive, find something good in your morning routine that makes you want to do it. For me, obviously, you guys know I'm definitely like addicted to the feeling I get after I work out. So for me, working out is definitely a big part of my morning that I enjoy, but it can be really anything. So it could be that you get up and you meditate, or you get up and you write affirmations, or you get up and you read a book or listen to your favorite podcast, or, you know, just a certain coffee that you enjoy, or just something in your morning routine that you look forward to. Me personally, I listen to podcasts, so I always probably have half an hour to an hour where I let myself listen to a podcast before I start my day. And this is usually walking back from the gym, or, you know, in that process where you're having a shower, getting ready, I can just chuck on. It's almost like background noise, but I really love like learning new things and learning about something interesting. So I find that is something, along with like my workout, that I look forward to, and that makes my morning routine like good and positive and makes me want to do it. So that's it, guys, my 5 steps to becoming a morning person. Honestly, I am like a complete different person. Basically, when you like wake up early and you accomplish so many things before like 7 a.m., it really feels good and it really sets the tone for the day. Like, I'm so much more motivated, and it really does change my whole entire day. The biggest takeaway from these 5 steps is it does take time, and it's about making like little tweaks to your lifestyle to get there. But even if you're like, no, I'm definitely a night person, I could never be a morning person, you can be a morning person. I completely did a 180 how I was living, and yeah, like I said, it was the best thing I ever did. So I hope these tips were helpful. If they were, please give me a thumbs up because it lets me know you like these sorts of videos. I never really ask this because I hope that if you do like my channel, you're already subscribed, but if you are like watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel. It honestly helps me out so much and it really means a lot to me. So I hope you have an awesome day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.